Okay, before I was so rudely cut off yesterday because the server crashed, let's try this again. However, I can only play till 4 until the server comes back up because the server is going down at 6 a.m. Eastern Mountain Time, and I don't live in that time zone, so it'll be 4 o'clock in the morning for me when it goes down for maintenance. sorry, I got distracted.
Well?
Well,
There's
what?
trouble in Hafengar. Something about a strange storm at Kilcreath Temple. Priests and pilgrims were wiped out.
Poor
Oh, I got
sods.
my chip.
I heard Jarl Redharn has ordered the soldiers to search the hold. I wonder what they're looking for.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh my goodness! Sisu and Hersker. Hersker? Like Husker? Hersker. Rude ass.
And then Mog threw up all over the Sword Thane's boots.
Ha! This orc friend of yours sounds... Ah, your companion's return. Well, friend of Svanna, are you as good as your word? Tell me what you discovered at the Morthal Barrow. A harrow storm. Like the thing the princess was telling me about? The thing that destroyed Kilcreath? Gods! A pox on the Reach and its barbarian horde! What else? What about the Reachman in the Barrow? Disappointing, but not unexpected. Reach witches are a tricky lot. Still, you have my thanks. In the meantime, Hjalmar shall prepare for war. We may not have a defense against the harrow storms, but we can be ready to attack once we have a target.
With you and Lyris's help, we've gained the trust of Jarl Redharn. My father respects the Jarl. That will go a long way in convincing the High King to take the Coven's threat seriously. Now we need to do the same thing at Carthald. Jarl Ulfwen rules the Hold, which was established to provide a defensible border against the Reach. If any of the Western Holds can deal with this threat, it's Carthald. But first, I have one more thing to discuss with Jarl Redharn. Jarl Redharn, prepare your forces as you say. But we need you in solitude.
Solitude?
It makes my drink a little slow. Not that it's bad, it's just... Oh.
Wolves of ice and bone attacked Brune, my lady, and he saw ghosts.
Ghosts? Nonsense. Get him to the inn and I'll do what I can.
Come on, let's warm you up.
The rubes and oafs that reside in this town see spooks under every fish barrel. Normal animal attacks become works of supreme evil in their minds. My husband and I have too much on our plate to spend time investigating every wolf bite. I couldn't get much out of Brune, but it seems wolves attacked Havel's farm over to the west. He claims the beasts were only bones and covered in ice. I'm not inclined to believe him. People here tend to view the truth through their mead. Wolf packs do roam around the outskirts of town. Occasionally they snatch away a chicken or a goat. But attacking groups of people is unusual. Tell you what, could you go to the farm and get the truth? There would be coin in it for you.
Why she keep looking at me like that? Get that nasty look off your face, I'll fight you. And I'll win.
Excellent.
Ew.
The people of Morthal are
Why do her
basically
eyes
good.
do that?
They just let their imaginations run wild. Learning the truth of this attack could help curb any future issues with the wolves. I'll check on Brune at the tavern. His shivering concerns me. Oh, one can't live in this world without encountering a stray spectre. Seeing chains drop from the sky changes what we accept as normal. And magic impacts all our lives, of course. Let's say I'm skeptical. The people of Morthal spend their days fishing, cutting logs, and drinking. They don't leave town, and outsiders don't visit. Spreading wild tales is what passes for entertainment here. Last week, Bandor accused Invisible Reeker of stealing his beard comb. The mill ceased operation completely while the town searched for holes in the ground where they might be hiding. We found it in the stables where he'd been grooming the horses. Indeed. I am proud to call him my husband. Without his strength, this town would certainly fall apart. When I arrived in Morthal for our wedding, I believed my life was over. But Redharn made us a fine home here, for which I am grateful.
I'm being really loud, I'm sorry.
Gods, no. I hoped my diction would show that. Perhaps I've lived here long enough to adopt their backwards speech. I came from Solitude originally. My father was a wealthy merchant who needed access to Morthal's lumber. Thus, my wedding. Oh, one can't live in this world without encountering a stray spectre.
Oh, geez,
Seeing
I didn't realize I was
chains drop.
repeating the same thing over and over again. I really gotta find a way to repair my...
Over here before those zombies get you!
Oh, jeez.
Are you mad? Don't step foot anywhere near that farm. Those bone wolves will rip you apart limb from limb. They turned everyone there into zombies. By Moloch's nethers, what else would you call them? Felt like just a normal day of working the field. Then a freak storm blows in. Heard whispers on the wind, and saw a woman's ghost in the snow. That's when the beast swarmed from nowhere. Anyone brought down by wolves turned. Their skin shriveled and froze before my eyes. Then they attacked me. People I've known for years. Havel, the guy who owns the farm, holed up in the house. Could you check on him? I'm worried for his safety. Still think you're mad, but I appreciate that you're willing to check on Havel. He's a grumpy old coot, but he doesn't deserve whatever this is. You'll need a key to the house. One of the farmhands should have one, if you can take it from them. When those bone wolves came out of the storm, we scattered. Some people tried to defend themselves with rakes, but we're farmers, not warriors. Other than myself and maybe Havel, I don't know who else is still alive. Brune's still alive? One of those tusking wolves latched onto his leg, but that didn't slow him down. He fended it off with a hammer and kept running. If he can make it to town, maybe I can as well. Thanks for letting me... They started off faint, like a low murmur. As the storm grew, we could make out words and laughter, like from a child. Then we saw the spirit in the storm. A young woman running toward us through the field. I've never been so scared.
Children of the Court?
The spirit faded before reaching us. I thought perhaps the storm had played tricks on my eyes. But the shocked look on Havel's face, it seemed like he recognized her. Before I could ask him, the wolves attacked. When those bone wolves came out of the storm, we scattered.
god, I'm stuck on him now. I think it was one of these. From you? Arrow? The fuck? Thank you.
Who is that? If you came to eat me, you better turn right around.
Jesus. Jesus.
What are you doing in my house? First, all my workers rot away into monsters because of frozen skeleton wolves. And now strangers are traipsing about my home? You saw those creatures in the field? If I leave, they'll make me like them. I have all I need in here to hold out until they are gone. Besides, I'm not ready to see who's waiting for me out there again. I saw the spirit of someone we thought disappeared years ago. The Jarl and Lady's daughter, Freywin. They never talk about it. Too painful, I suppose. I guess she died if that's her ghost who brought these cursed wolves on us. No clue why she'd bring this upon us. Freywin always loved visiting the farm. Actually, there's someone who might know about Freywin's fate. A clever woman who speaks with spirits named Old Mjolnir. Perhaps you could ask her to help fix all this. Her hut lies... Oh, yes. Even as a little girl, she'd wander out here on her own. Always giggled while chasing the chickens around the field. Eventually, Lady Ninetha would arrive to bring her home, apologizing for the disruption. But I never minded. It was nice. Well, I heard things. Morthal is a small town, and people talk. Stuff about evil wizards kidnapping her. But I keep to myself and focus on the farm. No time for storybook tales. That old witch makes my skin crawl. Using chicken bones and blood for magic is unnatural. Anyone who works with Shaw's power should be watched closely. But they say she talks to spirits. Might be helpful when convincing Freywin's ghost to leave.
Oh yeah, I still have to go close.
travel?
Of course, my dear. Go ahead and grab some seed.
The hook? Chicken's dead. Ah! That's a scary place to be. Don't growl at me. No, that's Jesus out of me. No bone zombies. Stop.
Another traveler approaches. Come, warm yourself. Ah, so you come to me again. Were our dealings with your pale friend not enough? Well, get close to the fire. Warm up. Pose your question. Wondered when they would send someone. Zone outsider surprises me. Yes, I know the fleshless fools. But a ghost of young Freywin? Disturbing. I may have answers for this haunting, but I'll need cursed specimens to study. You will get them.
No, I will not.
Blood and tissue. Tear some decayed skin off an affected person and scrape dried blood from a cursed wolf. Bring me these things so I can understand what kind of magic we're dealing with. I fear there is more to Freywin's haunting than we realize.
Ow.
Good. Go on. Return here when you have the
I
samples.
thought you told me to
A
go away.
simple
And I was like,
ritual will
"Excuse me?"
provide the details we seek. In the meantime, I'll consult my notes about Freywin's disappearance. I did. She was beloved by the whole town, even those of us pushed to the edges. Her disappearance hit hard, and the circumstances... well... No, I will not tell you what is not yours to know. At least until I can see what causes these attacks. Come back with the samples and you may learn more. Now, where did I put those rune stones? again, Narcissus? Ha! Those dark elves wouldn't know a real plague if it
Is
crawled
that a
out and
merchant?
bit them.
No. Oh god. Where the fuck did you come from? Ah!
Such sloppy magic. Untrained.
The fuck? What am I doing with my hands?
The scent of death and... Yes, these will do nicely. Fresh, intact, thrumming with magic.
Ooh.
This shall make the ritual easy. They have an icy burn to the touch. Hope they weren't too much trouble. Perhaps those walking corpses willingly gave up their skin? Many things. Is this a spell or a curse? Where does it get its power? Magic holds unique patterns, like footprints in the snow. If it's known to me, perhaps you can track the source. But first, I must extract this knowledge. Good. I won't be but a moment.
Excuse me, sorry.
Just as I feared. Come, listen to a tale. The ritual bears out my fears. I recognize the curse corrupting life around Morthal. Years ago, a death mage named Maxton killed a group of town guards at Kienstag Ruins. The same magic she used then now animates these undead. All I know are whispers. They say Maxton kidnapped Freywin and forced her into the ruins. Naturally, the Jarl dispatched the guards to rescue his daughter. But just as they arrived, a tempest of ice arose that froze the soldiers where they stood. Vanished. Until now, it seems. Though the link between Freywin's ghost and this curse still remains unclear. To find a cure, I need Maxton's original spell. Go east to the ruins. Retrieve anything that could reveal the nature of her work. Good. Meet me in Morthal with what you find. I wish to examine the wounds made by these undead. And take this rune. It bears an enchantment that will ward you from the curse's worst effects. At least, temporarily. Interesting. Even as a child, Freywin wandered outside Morthal to visit her people. She would come to my hut without fear. I would prepare her rabbit stew as we discussed her life. She told me once that Havel's farm brought her great joy. An excellent question. So many of the answers elude me for now. With any luck, you will know more once we meet again. As I said, she was a conjurer of death. From what I have seen, her magical understanding is incomplete. This curse is wild and sloppy. She approaches power like a babe crawling into a giant's camp. A shame that Freywin became caught in it. I never spoke with her, but rumors still sometimes drift into my camp. Maxton was a mystery in Morthal. Appeared late one evening to rent a bed at the tavern. No one saw her in the day except to bring food. At night, she left to wander the woods. Oh, a forest night stroll is not so odd for a mage. It's the best time to collect mushrooms. And dug-up bones hold the most power in the moonlight. But Maxton sought something in the woods. Perhaps she found it among the ruins. This I don't know. Let us hope that whatever you find in the Kienstag ruins reveals what she wanted with the young woman. A simple stone imbued with the warmth of life. After the events at Kienstag ruins, I explored new paths of magic for counteracting necromancy. One such trial led to the rune you hold. It should protect you from the worst of the curse's effects. Do you doubt my ability? My practice of magic extends back to when I first heard Shore's whispers as a child. Have faith when I say the rune will protect you. And if it doesn't, well then, I'll visit your frozen statue. A shame, but no. We require something much more powerful to undo magic this strong. Energy directly connected to the curse's origins. The rabbit blood from which I drew the magicka to charge that rune will not suffice.
Oh, damn. This one also says, I really need to find a merchant to repair my stuff. Leave me alone, you little assholes. Ah! There's a troll. And an ice wraith. Fuck up! I just want to take the bath of lesser than this.
sure about this, my love? What if something goes wrong?
Absolutely. I've researched this ritual for years. I just need your help.
Oh, fudge balls! I still need to... Name? Name people? Oh, fudge balls. Are you alive? Ah, but you're alive! Yeah. Fudge balls. Fudge balls. No! This isn't what I agreed to! So stressful. Most pages are scorched black or suppose I could whine or complain that my search for an education led me just got arrived as a on the best of days. There's not much that I would recommend to other travelers. The damp scent that wafts off the river pervades everything, and from the moment I arrived, the locals made clear they don't relish outsiders in their midst. Nobody acts hostile, they just keep their distance, which is fine by me. However, 3 details about this little town cause me to appreciate it ever so slightly. First, if the sun is up, the sawmill operates non-stop. It produces a loud, steady drone that helps me sleep during the day. My research into the dark practices most efficient through the dim hours, so I welcome the ability to enjoy a full day's rest. Additionally, Morthal is precisely the hub of necromantic power that I hope for. It hums with death energy. My nightly hunt for the source should soon prove fruitful. Then, with some adjustments, I can begin the siphoning ritual. Even a partial extraction of the local power should provide enough potency for several years of study. Lastly, I met a local who has become quite the enjoyable companion. She's the daughter of the town's Jarl. Although she admits to never leaving Morthal, she exhibits strange wisdom and curiosity about the world that I admire. Her mother originally comes from Solitude, so perhaps she is the source of this unexpected worldliness. But most of all, I found that she's kind. We spend quite a bit of time together, and I've told her about the nature of my investigations. She did not recoil in disgust as many would. Instead, she promised to keep my secret and assist where possible. I confess that I look forward to spending more time with her. I feel like I'm much closer to determining the necromantic source around the town. Last night, I wandered east while testing the soil for traces of Mortis energy. I just found a chip. What the hell? Anyway, the new moons next week should properly amplify the ambient reconnaissance. I think. Tracking the locust should be easy during that period. While in the woods, we saw a figure standing in the distance. She watched us but did not move. Freywin called her a clever woman, a local term for hedge mages. For the first time since my arrival, I grew nervous. Interference from some nosy old crone is the last thing I need right now. Oh yes, Freywin joined me on this trip. She had to sneak out from her house, which I found endearing. I enjoy her presence. No one would ever accuse me of being a romantic, but walking under the stars with her felt precious. Refer to them as Kangsting? I don't fucking know. I can't pronounce half these names. Let's put that out right now. No one that I asked knows anything about their history, but without a doubt, it contains powerful spiritual emanations. I must adjust the Levano siphoning ritual for the sheer volume of the energy, but those calculations should be simple enough. Perhaps Freywin would agree to be the living attractant? Oh my god, I can't. I planned on using a wolf or some other nearby wildlife, but a born and raised native to these lands would be more effective. Lavano claims that his attractant suffered no ill effects. Holy crap, I couldn't talk. You scare me. You scare me.
Leave these ruins. Explain why you're following me.
What the fuck?
Who are you? And why do you pursue me? First at Havel's farm, and now you emerge unscathed from these accursed ruins. If Maxton sent you to bring me back to her, I won't go. Everyone should just stay away before I kill them as well. No, I still live. For now. The curse I carry will kill me soon enough. I only hope to die close to home. I didn't want to destroy any more lives, or watch memories from my life resurrected to taunt me. Its power grows as it feeds off my life energy. The curse ends once I am gone. I only wish I could say goodbye to my parents. I know it is not my place to ask favors, but could you bring my mother a message? Tell her I'm sorry for everything.
She looks creepy.
Thank you, stranger. Please bring her this locket so she knows the message is from me. Tell Mother not to worry. There's a place I love nearby where I can watch the good people of Morthal live their lives. I can be happy there in my final moments. This was not what she planned. Maxton believed she could improve her magical ability by communing with the powerful spirits that inhabit Gjenstad ruins. She asked my help with performing a summoning ritual, but it went horribly wrong. Maxton misjudged the ritual's difficulty. As she struggled, ice grew over the walls, and winds blew wildly. She almost gained control, but suddenly Thane Alstrom and his guards stormed the ruins. Maxton's focus slipped, and the ritual exploded.
I just got cheese sauce on my blanket again for the second time.
It shames me to admit, but yes, all those soldiers, my friends and neighbors, dead because of my actions. And now my return home killed even more people. Being near the end is a blessing. Oh yes, she was. I loved her dearly, and I truly believe Maxton loved me back. When she realized she'd accidentally cursed me, she swore to find a cure. But as time went on, growing her necromantic power became her only interest. Is that what they say? No. I willingly joined her ritual, which makes me just as guilty for all this death. Maybe I should have convinced her not to chase so much power.
I'm a little frosty. Fuck, that's a tree! Oh my god, excuse me. I just died 5 seconds there. Oh. Wait, what the? Up? Down?
Can you help him, witch? Good, go back.
rots his
Old Mjolnir told me of your discovery at the farm. She believes that Freywin's ghost somehow heralds this curse. I held out hope of her survival for years. Perhaps finally knowing her fate brings some relief despite it all. Still alive? I can't believe it. After all these years, Freywin finally comes home and you tell me she's dying? Why would she have you deliver this locket? I must see her. There is so much to say. Where is she? Take me to her. Is that by the water where the boats dock? Or perhaps her bedroom where she watched people from the window? The tree! Oh, Freywin, that old tree in the forest above Morthal. She would spend hours there. We must go now. But you survived? Oh, the clever woman protected you. Speak with old Mjolnir, please. She knows so much more about magic than... Thank you. I need... After years of regret...
So you found Freywin alive, did you? An unexpected but welcome turn of events. We may yet be able to save her. What did you bring me from the ruins? I must know more about the necromancer's plans. Let me see. Awful. The fantasies of a child. Playing with magic like this invites danger. The energies at the ruins surely overwhelmed her. But this shard... Tell me, did Freywin explain the visions of her ghost to you? Yes, this is what I needed to know. Maxton's ritual consumed the spirits in the ruins. She wished to gain power by absorbing their memories. Freywin's curse drains her life energy, then manifests it as her own memories. This is how we cure her. By flooding her with her own life force, we can burn out the curse. Give me her locket. Ah, yes. It hums with emotional power. Once attuned, you can absorb Freywin's memories into it. Fill it with her energy so we may rescue her from death.
I just spilt cheese sauce on my blanket again. I'm really gonna have to wash this by the end of tonight.
Good. Here is the locket. Ninetha mentioned 2 places Freywin enjoyed. The docks and her bedroom. You may find manifestations there. When you're done, meet me back here at the tavern. Then we'll proceed. Ah, well, you see, back in the... Actually, no. Perhaps that secret should fade into dust. These events show that those ruins best remain undisturbed.
Oh my food. I am thy mother, savage daughter. I will Holy shit, that's very bright. Where are the other stairs? Right here. Jesus.
This locket, wasn't this yours?
I need it. But what else can I get rid of? Yeah. Mother asked me to go speak with Wilgrim today. His sawmill keeps the town alive in a lot of ways, even during the times when it's bitter cold out. She believes I should learn more about how his operation works. This is all part of her belief that I will take over her duties when I'm older. Honestly, I don't think she even wants that. Not in her heart. It must be coming from Father. Anyway, Wilgrim's nice enough. Maybe he'll let me use the big saw to cut up some logs. Went to see Havel at his farm. I always try to find some excuse to leave town and explore the woods. Father warns about wolves and trolls or whatever, but they never bother me. Havel lets me play with the animals, and the other farmhands like to make me laugh by telling bawdy stories. It's nice there, far enough away from Morthal that I feel like I'm my own person. It's the same reason I visit old Mjoln. She treats me like a friend, not the Jarl's daughter. An amazing person just rode into town. I watched her from my window as she went into the tavern. She only carried a backpack and a strange staff, so I have no idea why she's here. Nobody ever comes to Morthal unless for a job. I guess she got a room because she didn't come out. I absolutely need to know more. Her name is Maxton. I waited at the tavern all day hoping to see her, tried to act occupied like I was writing a poem or something so Yaga didn't grow suspicious, but I don't think it worked. Finally, I saw her come downstairs and immediately invited her to sit with me. Probably I came across as overly eager. I just don't have a lot of experience with this sort of thing. Maxton stared at me for a bit, probably trying to work out why I was acting friendly. Then she sat down and ordered some dinner, or breakfast, I guess. She mentioned sleeping all day. She's fascinating, traveled all over the world learning more about her research. She didn't go into detail, so I didn't pry. We got along rather well, and I have to say she's rather beautiful. Mother caught me sneaking out of the house, or I suppose she caught me sneaking back in. I joined Maxton on one of her trips to find the source of energy she's tracking. At first, I worried that when she admitted she studies necromancy. We all know the stories about the dangers of such magic, but she's so careful and rigorous about it. I see now that it can be a legitimate area of knowledge, like anything else. It's cute how focused she becomes when testing some dirt or whatever. As we walked through the darkness, I held her hand. There was a moment where I felt so overwhelmed by emotion that I stopped and kissed her. It was warm, comforting. I want to feel that way again and again. Like I said, Mother caught me when I returned. She acted stern about my keeping secrets, but I could tell she was just worried. We ended up talking about Maxton, though I left out the part about necromancy. She surprised me by offering encouragement. Morthal doesn't offer much in the way of a variety of life experience, and Mother had a much fuller life before she came here. I think she wants the same for me. Finally, after so much time searching, Maxton tracked down what she's been looking for. She wants me to join her at the old ruins tonight. I'll need to sneak out again, despite Mother's direct wishes, but it's worth it to see my Maxton achieve her goal. People around town have started to be suspicious of her. It's been months, and she hardly speaks to anyone but me. She's just private. They're all good people, just unused to outsiders, especially mages like Maxton. Hopefully she will stay even once she's done this ritual. I can't imagine my life without her anymore. Yikes. I don't want to steal your shit. How do I get there? I was gonna say, how do I get back down?
have a good time on the water?
Ah, yes. I loved exploring. I can't wait to do it again.
Oh, so fucking bright. Jesus. I'm gonna blind. Stop. Ah, fucking barrel.
Quickly, to me! Our time is short. Your return may be too late. Lady Nenetha ran off to meet Freywin at the trees she described. She wanted to be with her before the end. If we don't act quickly, she will die. Were you successful in obtaining the memories? Then we can put an end to this tragedy. But we must act now. Go! Join them at the large tree overlooking Morthal to the east. I will meet you after I prepare. Bring it with you. As my ritual to cure Freywin culminates, you must hold the locket before you. Her life energy will rush into her, and the curse should break. I warn you, this may be painful for her, but it is necessary. When you arrive, wait for me. Do not let them do anything rash. I will not be long. Do this, and Morthal will be rid of this curse forever. Now hurry!
What if I don't want to?
Don't know why the Ashlanders attacked the Holy Order, but at least someone stopped them.
The fuck? Bro, nobody asked you. Oh, fuck off.
Mother, you can't be here. It will kill you.
Freywin, I thought you died. I can't leave you, even if it kills me.
No, it's already killing you. Please, get away from me. Mother, no!
Nenetha? Oh no! We must act quickly. Use the necklace on my command.
It burns! Mother!
Hurry! Use the necklace. Release the energy within.
That's bright as
What's
fuck
happening?
too.
You did it. I can't believe it. You brought my Freywin back to me. Thank you. I have so many questions for her. And the Jarl, he still doesn't even know. We must... Please, give me a moment. I think so. I could feel my skin freeze over. For a brief moment, I thought the end was upon me. All I wanted was for Freywin to know she wasn't alone. I don't know, truly. Freywin's return will raise many questions in Morthal. The Jarl and I must discuss what to say, if we say anything at all about what happened here. I promised you payment at the beginning of this. Here.
God.
I am deeply grateful.
Damn it. I don't want to deal with that. Did it fix all my shit? It fixed all my shit! Got my sword!
Morthal, I don't
God
know.
damn it!
My skin, it's no longer blue. And my heart, I can feel it beating again. By all the gods, I'm alive. Whatever you and Yolen cast on me, it broke the curse. I feel heat course through my veins for the first time in years.
It is finished. You performed well. Better than any other I would have found in Morthal. This is more activity than I have grown used to. Perhaps I should find a replacement so Olmiolen can finally rest. I believe so, yes. We may see lingering effects across the land, but the source has extinguished. When we flooded Freywin with our own life energy, the curse drowned. Curious that Maxton never considered such an approach.
I have my daughter back. How can I ever repay any of you? Please, if you are ever in Morthal again, come see me. There will always be a warm fire waiting for you.
Aww.
Freywin, are you all right?
Am I? Mother, I thought I'd killed you.
I would never leave you.
It's over now. Rest. Then we shall return to town. You two have much to discuss.
I love him. I always want to walk away. You can't talk to the guards on the trains. Unless they're trying to kill you. It's kind of sad.
You think the people around here would welcome me? With all the hardship they've faced, why wouldn't they show their faith to the gods and ask for some peace?
Yes, that's great. Horse. Stop pushing me! Gated horse? The fuck does that mean? I see that. Why is my face just so squeaky out of nowhere? Jesus. Ah! What's there? Yeah, last time I done this, she killed me. Here with the fern. Oh my god! This is boobies? As they added to the story, I don't catch Snapchat. Talk to my well, very interesting. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Ah! We're trapped. So what is the point? What is the point of this? A sitting area? I like the waterfall. Yeah, what is the purpose of this? I do like the blue water. Still understand I like the waterfall. Holy shit, it's huge in here. Very spacious house. Holy shit. Let me stop swearing. Wow. Did you put anything? It's very crowded, but very spacious at the same time. Whoa, I got stuck on the stairs. Okay. Alpine courtyard. It's a key.
Okay.
This is kind of terrifying and seems like a very bad idea. Hey, guess what? This is a very bad idea! My heart? Like, top of the second floor? Huh. Oh, amazing. Bloated fish? What the fuck do I want? Woo. Bad kitty! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Nope. Nope. Did I leave me alone now? Huh? This guy back to my property. Oh god. Ah. To my property. Welcome to the end of your miserable life. The poison was fast. I may be simple person, but I know how to kill a lovely thief. Of course, if you're not, someone must be Snowbat. That choked on my little trap. Here, bring this note to the docks in Morthal. If you have any information about who or what stole my goods, I'll take. That was loud, I'm so sorry. Ew, pretty waterfall. Ugh, Captain wants to eat me. That was a person, Jesus. Ah! Ah! Traversing through the wilderness is proving to be very...
A
don't think we are the first to camp here. Lots of fresh tracks.
Allow yourself some rest. The Divines are watching over us.
That was stressful. Not really. I would have won if I would have fought them. Sorry, I'm distracted again.
It's too quiet. I came out here for adventure, not a leisure hike.
I think the clouds are turning. We should prepare for a stormy night.
Have a little faith. The Divines won't lead us astray.
Oh, fuck no. Yes, they fucking will, bro. Oops. Hey.
are simple folk supposed to do? It's overrun with mine. I saw Fenrir, one of the town guards, setting up...
Giant camp? Yep. Not a fucking goat. What? What the
Stay inside. Stick together. We'll take care of this.
I just got alcohol on my forehead. Feels great.
These people, they're from Carthwatch. They might be all that's left of the town. They say it was a storm. Powerful. Devastating. It engulfed the entire town. It had to be a Harrow storm. That's the only explanation.
I doubt that Jarl is alive still.
Maybe even Jarl Ulfwin. Let's hurry. Every second we waste could be the difference between life or death.
You're not going.
What is to become of me?
Oh God, you're
Need some gold?
Lizard. I don't even know what level I am anymore. Oh hey, I don't need my data on anymore.
You escaped the barrow? No matter. This time we'll harvest all of the Grey Reliquaries.
That Coven Witch. Is she the one that escaped from the barrow?
Oh. Oh, who the fuck was just talking?
Too bad you arrived so late. Your life energy would fit perfectly in my reliquaries.
Yeah, that'd be the witch. I don't want a vampire spare.
Protect the Grey Reliquary with your lives!
I need a moment. Let's talk over there.
You want to talk in the open? In the goats?
Did all this death serve some dark purpose?
Oh, you need them. Fucking...
Sorry. Guess I'm not completely used to the fighting and all. That urn, though. The Grey Reliquary. The witch was adamant about protecting it, gathering it up. She said something about our life energy. Oh, gods, I think I know what they're doing. Remember what the witch said as we approached the town. This time we'll harvest all the Grey Reliquaries, she said. That our life energy would have fit perfectly in the urns. I think the Hero Storm steals life energy and puts it in the reliquaries. If the Jarl is still alive, she can take care of herself for a while longer. The witch hasn't gathered all the reliquaries yet. I say we get to them first and destroy them. I won't let these bastards profit off the destruction of Carthwatch.
Okay, bro. The freaking war. That's not what I wanted, but fair enough. When I do that, it reminds me of The Strain. I don't know if anyone has seen that with that TV show. Holy bejesus, you're up my butt. I discovered Carthwatch. Carthage? Carthwatch? Gubaba? Gububu. You're not even a vampire, you're just an asshole.
Things won't bring my people back. But the same goes for the Grey Host.
Holy fuck. What the fuck were you shooting at? Because it's certainly on me. Oh fuck.
Not stop the Hero Storm, and you cannot stop me.
No. Not the game. Will they though? Will they? Will they?
That's done. Now let's check on the Jarl. Her hall is right up the hill.
Stay back. Don't make me. Oh, you're not one of the witches or their monsters. I thought this was the end for me. I barely have the strength left to conjure a light breeze. Wait a moment. Is that Princess Svanna? I'm Magister Fidelia. I serve Jarl Ulfwen as her court mage. I've been fending off witches, vampires, and these crazed villagers since the chaos started. There was a storm, definitely magical in nature. It turned our own people against us. I'm not sure. I sent the Jarl into the cellar when the storm began, when I still thought it was just a bad storm. Please, go downstairs. Make sure the Jarl is safe. Cartold will be lost without her. The cellar. Jarl Ulfwen is in the cellar. Make sure that she's all right.
She's dead. It's fine. Why am I stuck on a fucking bench? You're bald. Holy.
Jarl Ulfwen! No! I need to get some air. Please, recover the crown of Carthold. We can't leave it down here.
Of course I have to attack her back. What do I do? I only did everything.
I'm sorry, Fidelia. Jarl Ulfwen, she's...
That's the Carthold crown. Jarl Ulfwen's gone, then? I failed her. Harrowstorm? Is that what you call what happened here? Why I didn't turn into a monster is a mystery. Wait. The Hold soldiers clashed with Reachman scouts a few days ago. They brought back these medallions the scouts were wearing. Yes. I was preparing to study the enchantments I detected upon it when the Harrowstorm struck. I guess I slipped it into my pocket without really thinking about it. Could this be some sort of protection against the storm?
Ah. I was falling asleep. I gotta finish my drink before I forget about it and leave yet another cup in my room.
Garthwatch is gone. No people, no Jarl. The seat of the entire hold. Wiped out. Just like that. I have to get my father to take action! I need to get back to the Eversnow and gather the survivors. Take them to Solitude, where they'll be safe. At least as safe as we can make them. Then I have to have a serious talk with my father. I'll make him listen to me, damn it, no matter what.
What do you want me to do?
Return to Solitude. Find Lyris and meet me in the Blue Palace. I have a room upstairs that we can use. We need to come up with a plan. Magister Friedel, as the highest-ranking official remaining from the court of Carthold, I need you to come to Solitude.
Of course, Princess Svanna. I'll help you convince the High King.
So I wonder... what... this one...
Ahoy, how is everyone?
Good, how are you? So, in order to unlock Carthwatch, you have to go through and rescue the citizens from the Reachman. But I don't think you can open that just yet. Maybe. Who knows? 95% of them are vampire zombie things. Don't you start, please.
I'm going to lurk so I can sleep. Have a good stream.
Thank you. I also don't want to fight the vampire bears. Oh, that's creepy. I didn't know it added real elf sounds in this. Look. Yes, but every time I find those hidden trolls, it literally steals from them. So, as a thief, as you're in the Thieves Guild, I feel like it shouldn't be something you steal from. Like, thieving it without being in the Thieves Guild, I would understand why it'd be stealing. But, stupid dagger.
Come on, you brainless cur! This way!
They're worse than drunkards after the mead hall closes.
Shh! Don't mock the cursed! You'll call a hex down upon us!
God.
Glad to see you're alive and well. I was getting worried with all the Herod they've been bringing into the city. They've been taking them to the Temple of the Divines in Castle Dower. I suppose it's really the only place to care for them in their condition.
I need to fix my chair.
Jarl Redharn gave him an earful the moment we entered the Blue Palace. Nord politics. It's a wonder to behold. One step removed from a barroom brawl. I'm disappointed they didn't start slugging each other, but it worked out in the end. Damn it. I was afraid of that. We're running out of time and we still don't fully understand what we're facing out there. Hey, where's the princess? Tell me you didn't lose Svanna in Carthwatch.
Totally, I let her go by herself. Oh, my shoulder blade is chewing.
assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Gerhild.
Our poor king must be devastated. The princess, too. What a sad day.
What is it?
Ooh, Jesus. There's no need for the hostility. The guards here hate me. So glad to be greeted by a picture of him. And him.
The Svanna I know would leave all this bother behind. Come back to the Troll and let the royalty deal with this.
I am the royalty, Mog. It's time I started acting like it.
He's full. Why can't I pick it up?
Welcome to the princess's chamber, my friend. I don't remember the last time I spent more than a few moments in here. Anyway, Jarl Redharn and Magister Fridelia are here, giving my father an earful. Thanks for helping me at the holds. No, but we saved Morthal, and stopped the Coven from getting the Grey Reliquaries at Carthwatch. And we brought the hold leaders here. All of that matters. Take this, my royal allowance. I was going to buy wine, but you can make better use of it.
I don't think... fucking bull crap.
Welcome. No. We return to find that my father is finally doing something about the Coven threat. But it's not enough. Extra patrols and rounding up the Herald is all well and good. But what we really need is a defense against the Harrow storms. Unfortunately, we've only recovered a few of the medallions. And Magister Fridelia hasn't determined what enchantment the medallions use to provide their protection. We need another solution. Right. Lyris mentioned that. Coincidentally, a courier delivered a message for you from Dusktown. I never heard of the place, but she said it was sent by someone named Fenorian. Is that your scholar? Read the message. Take the message from the table, then see if you can convince Fenorian to join us. Maybe with his help we can devise a defense against the storms. I'll stay here and continue to annoy my father until he gives this threat the attention it deserves. You forget that I have help now. My father might be able to ignore me, but he'll have a harder time dismissing a Jarl and the court mage. It's funny. I would have thought he'd be happy to see me finally take an interest in politics. I don't care about his approval, but I'd like to earn his respect. With Mother gone, we're both going to have to work harder to keep our kingdom running. It will be easier if we find a way to get along.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of hard. Friends, further work with Old Mjoln led to a discovery that promises to unravel the entire mystery that has confounded us so far. To that end, I returned to the mining settlement called Dusktown. If you have additional need of my services, I have secured lodging in a building on the south side of town. I'll write again if this lead bears fruit. Fenorian.
Dusktown. I wonder what Fenn's found that led him back down there. Does his message give any indication of where we can find him?
Yeah.
The settlement isn't big, but it's not exactly small either.
Oh, I just threw my phone on the floor. Jesus.
Well, that's a start. You know, I never imagined I'd be working alongside a vampire, let alone one I respect. With all the leeches we've already had to kill, it's nice to see another side. Fenn's different. You go on ahead. I need to get my axe sharpened before I go back down into Blackreach. I'll catch up with you in Dusktown.
Holy crap.
Dead.
It warms my heart to see Queen Girhild's daughter stepping out from her father's shadow. After the stories I heard, I expected to find a drunk and a wastrel. So far, she appears to be neither of these things. I'll make Svargrim listen if it kills me.
That's not what I wanted.
It feels strange, representing a hold that may no longer exist. Still, I have seen the results of these Harrow storms up close. I'll do everything in my power to save our kingdom. The next time Svanna speaks to her father, I'll be right by her side.
How the fuck did I get... I don't know. I did the thing again. The thing didn't count because I fell. How is he above me? He's technically below me.
What do you want?
I've got 2 more hours to advance us as far as possible before the server gets shut down for maintenance. Can I even fast travel? we even do here? Where? How? Right, it's further down. A ladder? The cheeses? No. Greymore? I haven't been there yet. Greymore, Lightless Hollow, Darkmoon Grotto, Glory. Don't want to do that.
Those new arrivals, they didn't stop in Dusktown. Went straight for those dwarven ruins.
I thought we were trying to keep this place a secret, and they sure didn't look like miners to me.
What?
Hey, partner. Glad I found you. Now let's get Fen and return to the Blue Palace.
You're scared of Jesus, Adams.
Fen, you in here? Let's look around.
A key?
Fen never struck me as a messy person. Could there have been a struggle here?
Journal pages prove it. Journal pages obviously set aflame, only snippets of writing remain. It's not easy to come by even if Blackreach. Ajar was lying. Cave-ins don't cause those sorts of injuries. Trust is hard to earn, but he's sharing the truth about what happened to him, and Ajar's blood was saturated with meth? It's the likely cause of his resistance, but I need to see for myself. Jar knows a later tide, Jar won't cooperate. Insists on rescuing his pack members. The fuck? Pack members? I am... person? Werewolf? Near the old Dwarven Tower in Lightless Hollow. I promise to meet Ijar outside Dusttown Camp east of the bridge.
Burnt papers. Someone was trying to hide something.
Well, no shit, Lyris.
Burnt journal pages, Fenn's flask, and a strange old key. All found among clear signs of a struggle. But other than what's in the flask, we didn't see any blood. That means Fenn was probably taken alive. The key looks dwarven to me, and the notes mention a dwarven tower. They could be connected. The notes also indicate that Fenn was going to meet with someone named Edyar east of the Dusttown Bridge. You start there and I'll check with the locals. We have no idea who Edyar is, or who took Fenn for that matter. It could be this Ashen Lord we heard mentioned, or maybe the Icereach Coven. The question is, why take Fenn at all? Why not just kill him? Does he have information they need? More than likely. If they want to get information out of him, death might be preferable to whatever tortures they have planned. Let's get to it. You find this Edyar, and I'll see if the locals saw what happened here.
I definitely made that really strong. Or I put too much sweet and sour mixture in there. Oh god. I haven't got that far yet. And I don't think I've gotten to the last one yet.
Yeah.
Cut off. Did I get it that way? No. Haha, I win. died in a lot of fucking places, didn't we? Nope, I'm good. Nope. Just let me go. Why did I stop? Clearly not friendly, and I stopped to say hello. Where the fuck? Where am I? Oh? The opposite of where I need to be. Where am I going? Oh. Below. Okay. Fuck that. I might die. Where the hell is it? Seriously.
Sod off. This is my patch of ground. You don't listen too well, do you? All right. Talk fast and tell me why I shouldn't rip out your throat. The silk shirt kept notes? Of course he did. And where is Fenorian? He's late, and he still hasn't compensated me for the information I gave him. I need that key! Missing? Probably taken by the same bastard that has my packmates, Exart Singalis. Fenorian said he could provide a key to unlock their chains, if I told him about the experiments performed on us. If you can get that key, I'll tell you more.
Experiments?
Hircine's fetid breath, that's it! Look, I managed to escape from Singalis' tower, but my packmates are still chained up in the Lightless Hollow. Use that key to set them free. Then, I'll tell you how to find Fenorian.
That's not what we agreed to.
The Lightless Hollow lies to the east, and Hircine's claws. Who is that tall woman?
Stand down. I'm a friend. None of the locals really wanted to talk. One or two admitted to seeing Fen, but no one witnessed any kind of disturbance at his lodgings. At least, no one saw anything they were willing to tell me about. Is this Edyar? Does he know anything? Why is everything so complicated in this part of Skyrim? Alright, so tell me, what did Fen agree to do for our half-naked friend over there? Packmates? Edyar is a werewolf? Pfft, this just keeps getting better and better. So I take it you know how you want to deal with this particular situation?
Oh, I didn't talk to him.
Remember, the Lightless Hollow is the large cavern to the east. My pack is imprisoned in a work camp on the western side. I'll work my way over there and meet you south of the camp, after my packmates are set free. Save my packmates. I'll meet you south of the camp.
The fuck? I got stuck off the rock.
Ashlanders nearly destroyed Muthnar before they were stopped.
I don't
To attack a place of healing, it makes no sense.
But it's like a public dungeon and it's like a not Run away, run away, run away. Oh god. Hey, Sky Shard. Well, I kind of see him here. Holy shit. Look how giant this is.
Where are you?
Oh.
That scent. Why do you smell like Edyar? Edyar sent you. Then he made it. He's alive. That's wonderful news. Exarch Singalis experimented on me. I blacked out, but they thought I was dead. They tossed me out of the tower. Barely managed to crawl to this spot. Still at the camp, to the north. Hamild, Myrtilda, and Thevin. Save them before Singalis finishes them off. Just come back, all right? I don't think I can make it on my own.
Dead deer? There's a lot of you. Don't touch me, 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 don't touch me. Oh no. Literally just want the way shrine.
I did what she hired me to do. If you're headed up that way, watch out for the crazy high.
Please don't make me do this.
That was unnecessary and rude. Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Unnatural witch stories. Nothing but breach stories, mark my words. I don't think we're the first to camp here. Lots of fresh tracks.
Get some rest. The gods will watch over us.
You don't smell like the Grey Host. Run before they catch you too.
Oh God. So much is happening right now, and it's a lot. Oops. Just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. But we just run. Why are you still following me? Okay, that's what I thought, bro. Okay. If I get too far into this, I need to see what other slottable items I have. That's very helpful.
You don't smell like the Grey Host. Run before they catch you too. You set me free? I owe you one.
Whoa, fuck. See, this is what I didn't want to fight.
Working as fast as I can, you blood-sucking bastards! Hircine's claws. I thought I'd be digging forever. Thanks.
Ricky! Fucking
Damn vampires. Working us like dogs.
Whoa! Not good.
Finally. Thank you, stranger.
We should not linger, Edyar. The Grey Host could find us at any moment.
Head to the surface. I need to fulfill my end of our bargain. You actually did it. You freed my pack. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, now it is your
If
turn.
Exarch Singalis took Fënorian, and I'm pretty sure he did, you'll find them both in the ruined Dwarven Tower. It's difficult to get inside if you're not a vampire, but I know a way. Like I said, Singalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to fasten my chains after one of my tortures. I slipped away, crawled along some pipes, and fell into a chamber with one of those dwarven lifts. There was also a door, the one behind me. It'll get you close. There's a big door that leads into Singalis' lair, but it's sealed. You need to figure out the dwarven mechanism to open it. Then make your way to the experimentation chamber. That's probably where he's keeping Fënorian. The door's over here. Hurry, before they spot us.
definitely dwarven.
You're a vampire
Watch
with
out
a
for
grey
traps.
host. So we will have no need to open
Must
doors.
be the door
Still, like
Edyar
my
mentioned.
master, Azar
Sealed tight.
Singalis,
No lock.
I have an
Not even a
unending
handle.
thirst for knowledge.
I don't suppose the werewolf told you how to open it, did he?
I must figure out this dwarven door. No lock, no handle, no hinges, no levers, nothing obvious. How did the ancient dwarves open it? The pillars covered in gears. What is the significance of the panels on them? 4 different images, stars. It said that the dwarves were... There's bugs floating above my head. We're interested in the sky above. Could these panels represent different sections of the night sky? There must be some way to discuss or discern their pattern. The pattern doesn't repeat exactly, but the panels must be the answer. I think I figured it out. When you notice what's missing, the answer becomes clear. And with knowledge attained, I grow bored. On to the next great mystery. That, so it's not that one.
The gears started moving. You must be doing something right.
It is that. And then this one. So it'll be the other one. Okay, yes. This one is that. So it's the,
Something turned on. Keep going.
okay, so the weird one, that one. It's the one with the lower amount, not that one. Not that one. This one. Aha!
That sounded promising. Let's try the door.
I remembered. Ah! I hit the wrong button. I remembered. Yay! I will tell you, when I first did that, it annoyed the crap out of me because I could not figure out what to do. You want me to explore, and there's people in here that want to eat me. Netherroot, an amazing plant. It only grows in isolated patches down here in the depths of Blackreach, but its alchemical properties are remarkably useful. I applaud the Icereach Coven witches for finding it and applying it to my recipe. But the brew they have developed is unrefined. The Ashen Lord's plans will take 1,000 more years to complete if we continue with this less than perfect concoction. I must study this abysmal root further to find a means to increase the power of the Harrowstorm. Mimicking the techniques of the Under-Elves provided a foundation, and their pipework farms produced greater yield, but not greater potency. I will create a more powerful reagent. I just need more time and more test subjects. With each day and each new version of the Netherroot brew, the results increase 100-fold. The brew already provides a stronger catalyst for the Harrowstorm, ensuring a more complete exchange of energy. Soon, my refined Netherroot brew will be ready, and the Ashen Lord's faith in me will be rewarded.
That's an ugly plant. Must be the Netherroot mentioned in the note.
Swirls of darkly colored blood and ground Netherroot suspended in a thick yellow poultice.
Why does everything connected to vampires involve blood?
Because they're vampires? Ow! I win. Izark Yufra presented an interesting challenge. Can my alchemy and sorcery harrow one of her kind? By design, the Harrowstorms are not meant to affect our lycanthrope brothers and sisters, but in the centuries since the Grey Host last set out to conquer the breeds of vampires and werewolves, have become a diaspora? Promulgated across the world. Not all of them have the sense to bow before the Ashen Lord, including the prisoners Ulfra captured today. She could have easily ripped these lesser creatures apart for their defiance, but instead she delivered them to me for a more methodical dissection. There's a hunter's cunning hiding in that bestial skull. Ooh, my hair's getting all messed up. The prisoners' respective pack hierarchy and affection of the origin of their curse, no doubt, by holding their leader Edyar, that was his name, right? Edyar, hostage, the others remain compliant. By offering a slim mercy to the other werewolves, Edyar assumes the role of willing test subject. They are dreadfully simple creatures after all. The incredible constitution of the werewolf, even in its human shape, creates one of many obstacles I must overcome to complete my study. The nether root seemingly has no effect on the subject, even in its concentrated form. Weakening the grip of the body on the soul will be the first step towards delivering it to the desired destination. I should have thought of it sooner. The creature's connection to oblivion is something I can leverage, even if it's tied to a different realm within that great expanse. The connection can help bridge the gap between Mundus and what lies beyond, and the werewolf's lifeblood can imbue the nether root with a vigor that our undeath simply cannot duplicate. It's working. With each new refinement of the blood distillate? Oof. The nether root brew grows stronger and more toxic. The werewolf shows greater signs of affliction with every injection. The only question that remains is whether or not its soul can be successfully exchanged when it inevitably succumbs to the ritual.
That was Fen. We need to keep moving.
Ooh, that was not nice.
Spraying it on those plants. More of that nether root. Turn off those sprayers or we'll never get across this chamber. Keep going.
So, there's 2 or 4 there. Forward and then 2. Oh. Okay. Don't say that. I don't like finding them. Oh, no, that's the thing. Just like that. Oh god, there's shit down there. I am not walking by that thing. Don't come alive. Don't come alive. Thank you for your contribution.
No! No! Why are you doing this to me?
We have what we need. His last moments let him truly understand the power.
Recruited to a noble cause. The machine will finish him momentarily, my lord. Finish your work here, Singalis, then join me in the keep. You must bear witness when we make our move. Of course, Rada al-Saran. I am eager to see the power of our ultimate Harrow Storm. You test swords. Just in time. This one is about to
Hang on, Fen! I'm kidding. Come on, let's make Singalis pay.
Oh, son of a butthole, this is gonna suck. Do I have enough? Yeah, it's only 317, it's fine.
Will do well in the machine. You cannot stop the Grey Host. I cannot wait to cut open your skull.
You can't.
It's too late for me.
Fen's delirious. See if you can free him.
Go, warn Solitude.
You should have left me. Go warn Solitude. Exarch Singalis and Rada al-Saran talked freely while they tortured me. They're planning some sort of assault on Solitude. A massive Harrow Storm. I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. If I only had my flask. My flask. Thank you, my friend. Rada al-Saran is the one they call the Ashen Lord. Leader of the Grey Host. He and Singalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map. Plan. But I couldn't make out the rest. Yes. Yes. Once I take...
If you weren't already dead, I'd kill you again.
Take your time. You've been through a...
They did whatever they wanted. I couldn't stop them. Exarch Singalis was insane. But he was also a genius. If he kept records, they'll be in here.
I see a map and some papers. Hey, partner, take a look.
I thought she called me her brother. I was like, excuse me? Exarch Singalis, we are indebted to your great mind. Since your rebirth, you have brought our dream ever closer to reality. Obstacles that I chipped away at over millennia, you cleave away in mere days. The time for subterfuge is coming to an end. Continue the refinement of your techniques and supply the Coven witches with the fruits of your labor. They must produce the ritual materials for Ulfra and her kin to deploy. Let the Nords fret over the random storms while we prepare to unleash the most powerful... I bit my tongue. The most powerful storm of all. Send your refined netherroot brew up to the Midland camp and to my keep, along with everything else needed for the rituals. I will alert the coastal camp to prepare more medallions and send updated orders to our warlords in the Blackreach camp. Stay strong, my brother, for the Grey Host will soon live again. Rada al-Saran.
So, partner, what did you find?
Not anything good.
We set out to find Fen and bring him back to Solitude. Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy, killed one of their leaders, and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book. Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fen makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communique. Come on, Fen. Princess Svana herself requested your presence at the Blue Palace.
I don't believe I'm very good company right now.
Come on, Fen. We'll help you through this.
You risked so much to rescue me. Why would you do such a thing? I had a lead on that, but Singalis captured me before I could finish looking into that. I let Edyar down. Then I also owe you for reconciling my debt to Edyar. Exarch Singalis was experimenting with werewolf blood, both to determine why it renders them immune to Harrowstorms, and to use it to strengthen the ritual components. Not by itself, but it gives me a place to start. With any luck, that map may provide additional clues. I need to rest. I'm sorry, my friend. This ordeal has been more difficult than you can imagine.
No, I can imagine it's been pretty difficult. We were just in here. Why I feel things that attack me. Whoa! What's this? A way out? I'm too tired for this. I wonder if we'll finish this quest before the server gets shut down. Probably not. It's already 23. I just hope we can get a decent chunk done tonight. And I'll play some more when I wake up. Maybe. Probably not. Really do look dead. I just really do look dead. Fuck off. Where's Goldwire? I'm tired. I'm trying to fast travel. I was running out of gold for a while. I almost set my alarms, but it's Wednesday, and it's my day off. So it doesn't matter when I go to bed. Why the fuck do I hear a goat? That was weird. Did that goat come with me? No, they're goat. I'm tired.
It's true. The Reach attacked Morthal. The Jarl's soldiers put a stop to it, as I understand it.
That's nothing. I heard something happened in Carthwalt. Carthwalt was destroyed.
What do you want?
You didn't have to be so rude. Damn.
You are welcome here, Fenorian of House Ravenwatch.
I don't know what to say.
You're back. Lyris was just making introductions and was about to give her report. Why don't you tell me what happened?
Don't I not tell you what happened?
By all the Mead and Sovngarde, it's good to see you and the others. Your vampire scholar seems out of sorts, but I'm glad to make his acquaintance. Lyris tells me you ran into a bit of trouble. Care to explain? And I can't wait to hear all the details. In the meantime, let's take a look at what you found and try to devise a plan. Lyris didn't say much, but she indicated that time is short. Here, take this. You deserve a lot more, but it's all I can spare. The information you brought back from Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned.
Aww.
The Grey Host? Where have I heard that name? Meanwhile, my father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege. That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Herostorm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fen knows more about the storms than anyone. See what he suggests. Talk to him. If he has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them. Magister Fridelia has been studying the Icereach Coven medallion, but she hasn't had a lot of success. She seems even less confident about reproducing their protective enchantment now. She identified necromantic components as part of the enchantment, as well as Reach rituals. But she isn't an expert on either type of magic. Frankly, I think she's exhausted the scope of her knowledge. You mean other than hounding my father and serving as go-between for the Jarl of Morthal and the Magister of Carthald? I wrangled promises out of my father and showed our allies that someone in Solitude still cares. I got High King Svargrim to promise to dispatch soldiers to reinforce Morthal's defenses and send aid to Carthwatch. It's a start, but he hasn't actually issued the orders yet. I need to follow up with him after we're finished. Sort of. He admits he might have been wrong about the Icereach Coven, as far as that goes. But he still glares daggers whenever anyone mentions you or Lyris. So let's not bring up Fen, all right? She identified necromantic components as part of the...
It's all right. I'm ready to help. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Singalis' laboratory? These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Harrowstorm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms. I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated. It's certainly what Singalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, a plan is formulating in my mind. I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined Netherroot brew. And we need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience.
I want to show you something.
What table exactly? That table.
See those marks? Grey host sites that correspond to the communique we found. I know a commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go. That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Icereach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a Midland camp between Dragonbridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Harrowstorms. More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fen needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there. Svanna, Fen, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fen should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready. Then we'll hit each camp in turn. We don't have a lot of solid details, just what we've pieced together from the Grey Host's notes and communique. But I'll answer your questions the best I can. Which camp did you want to ask about? The Grey Host isn't just hiding in Blackreach now. They're mounting an invasion, and this appears to be their primary staging ground. I expect they're stockpiling witch pikes, grey reliquaries, and other supplies here, including the refined brew. From what I can tell, the camp on the northwest coast is where the Coven first made landfall from Icereach. It's as close to a home base as they've got. They've established themselves there, so I'd expect it to be well defended, if not fortified. The communique mentioned orders to produce more of those medallions, probably to keep pace with the increase in Harrowstorms. I can't guarantee this is the coastal camp where the orders were sent, but it's the only one on the map. That's the one we know the least about, but it's where a lot of the Grey Host's warlords are gathering, at least according to the communique. It's the best place I can think of where we can get a look at those orders the Ashen Lord mentioned.
This will go very quickly. We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. If follow my lead, it will be on your best behavior.
At this rate, I should just turn the volume in my headphones all the way down. All I need really is the microphone volume. Oops. That's Black Reach. That's Midland. That's not what I wanted. That's the coastal camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And they're definitely producing the medallions here. I was even able to slip away with one. We need to get closer, though. There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn everything about that here in this camp. It's a landing site for the boats coming from the island of Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what that is. Determining how they create these medallions will be an enormous help. The Grey Host has accelerated their plans. They need more medallions for a reason. A big Harrow storm is coming. We need to be ready. Examine the headstones. Let's determine what's so special about the exhumed bodies.
Pharaoh's book will blood son who died in his sleep ordered Pharaoh. Elihu Beth, son of Ruhu, old as the hills, a warrior born who passed on the prairie with a keeping of unknown, a traveling merchant ran.
Examine the headstones and see what you can make out.
Shut the fuck up. This daughter of Siren, thought old and lost. Okay, it's a Gopher old as the fifth, the mother of Nick Myers, scholar of her ways. She died of heartbreak. The bastard, a coward old wastrel, a brother of Shore. What about my sister and the baby?
Finished? Have you come to any conclusions?
No.
Well, we've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something about how the medallions were enchanted. Of course, compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings of a fine scholar, my friend. Now, let's see. I noticed there were a mix of different races buried here. They weren't all Nords. Anything strike you about the departed? They did. Tell me more. Of course. Why didn't I see that? The headstones on the exhumed graves all mentioned that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do with the natural decay of life.
Weird.
According to one necromantic theory, the older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic energy is the byproduct of this deterioration. I now know enough about how they create the medallions to move my research along. I'll return to the Blue Palace and start putting an elixir together. To fully craft an elixir to defend against the Harrow storms, I still require a sample of refined netherroot brew. Plus, we need to determine what the Grey Host has planned. Help Lyris and Savannah at the other camps. Then meet me at the Blue Palace.
The middle camp is there. The closest is. However, I think we'll call it at Morphol, sorry. Because I have 10 minutes till server shuts down. And I'd just rather not deal with it. I'm pretty sure. I want to go over it.
hello. Please don't.
Just arrived. Don't worry. I found something to keep me occupied.
Yeah, see, there it is. Alright, I have 15 minutes.
A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up. It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined netherroot brew. Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two. No jars in this cart. Let's try another one. I'll take that one.
Ah, 10 minutes. It really doesn't want me to switch this card, does it? There we go.
Stop them, my packmate. I'll get this brew to the witches.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away.
In 10, 9 minutes. I doubt it, but we'll find out.
Grey Host does with flies. We eat them.
Come on, buddy.
You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here.
Time for your shit.
Luck was with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the Netherroot brew. After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined Netherroot brew to Solitude. We'll meet up in Svanna's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions. I hope they're all right. Fen has proven himself, especially after what happened in Blackreach. House Ravenwatch, they're unusual as far as bloodsuckers go. As for Svanna, she's braver than I originally thought. Anyway, meet me in Solitude after you finish up. In addition to the refined Netherroot brew, Fen needs information on the Icereach Coven medallions. Plus, we're hoping to learn more about the big storm the Grey Host has planned. Help Fen and Svanna at the other camps, then meet me in Solitude. Glad to hear that worked out. With any luck, Fen will produce a working elixir in short order. Then we can stop worrying about the Harrow storms and concentrate on defeating the Grey Host. Which reminds me, go to the Blackreach camp and aid Svanna.
God, okay. At least get in the area. And then do something. Ooh, boy! I completely jumped off the edge. Okay. Whoa! Hello. Come in. Well, I'm gonna go call it here before the server kicks me. We'll pick up searching the Black Reach camp later today, probably. Oh, I was waiting for the server to kick me. Have a nice night, guys. Thank you.